Hello and welcome to another video by the Ministry of Miniatures, and today we have got a very special battle report. We are heading back to Italy as the Germans try to hold off the British advance and try to stop them getting towards Monte Cassino. So here we are at Olaf's and we have got the board here, so let's have a look at the terrain and the board as well as the armies, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so first up, let's have a look at the board. There are a few houses dotted around, so they will provide cover as buildings ordinarily would. They are built with some stone, and so that will offer hard cover or building cover as needed. As you can see, there are a few fences that will be soft cover, and then the trees will offer, if it offers cover, it'll offer soft cover. As you can see, we're using the Geek villain mat, and so we do have hills which will block a fair bit of sight. And then there are two opposing fields, which if you're in it or behind it, it offers soft cover, and the hedges running round will also offer soft cover. So there we go, that's the board. It's northern Italy, just shy of Monte Cassino, and the British are trying to advance to have a go at Monte Cassino, whilst the Germans are trying to hold them off. So let's have a look at the forces. Okay, so first up, we've got the German army. It's the 5th Gebirgsager Division. And these are the Gebirgsjagers. I've got Grey Wolf is my officer. He is regular. Then I've also got a Panzerschreck team regular, medium mortar regular, and I've also got Stug, which is regular. However, I do have two rifle units. The NCOs have SMGs. And at the back you can see there is an LMG, and that's two squads of Gebirgsjäger. Then I've also got a veteran sniper, and then I have a veteran pioneer squad. So the NCO has an SMG, there are 5 guys with SMGs, I've got a flamethrower and also a light machine gun. So there you go, 8 order dice, 999 points. Let's have a look at the British. Okay, so now looking at the British, that's 998 points. Everything here is going to be regular, apart from the sniper, which is veteran. So to start with, Olaf is taking Bear as his officer. He's got a regular officer with 2 assistants. They're armed as shown. Then he's got 2 squads that have a Bren gun, and they're 8-man squads with SMG. There is the 3 artillery observer with 2 assistants. Then there's a 3rd squad, which is also regular 8-man squad. There's the SMG for the NCO and another Bren gun. Then he's got a regular medium machine gun, a regular mortar, and as you see there, that's his veteran sniper. And yes, the medium mortar has a spotter included. Then there's a regular Jeep, a regular Sherman 375mm, transport tow for his medium howitzer, which also has a spotter, and then there is a Piat team as well. So there we go, 998 points. I think I'm a bit outgunned on the old dice, but I do have half my forces veteran. Okay, so Olaf is running his British as South African reinforced. So they have 2 special rules: we can take it and quick reaction. So we can take it is a modified version of the bloody mindedness. So that's pretty cool there. And then also the quick reactions, which is paid the extra 1 point per man. So let's do some deployment and see where we end up. Okay, so this evening we've got limited time, so what we want to do is we're just going to, from turn 1, the forces are going to come on. There's no morale check to come on because the forces want to get engaged. The scenario is going to be really, really simple. We're just doing a battle of attrition, so as the dice come out, we can bring our forces on and we're going to just fight head to head over the crossroads, but it's just a battle of attrition, so whoever gets the most dice wins, but you have to win by 2 dice, not just 1. So if it's just winning by 1 dice, it's going to be a draw. 2 dice will be a victory. So let's put all the dice in the bag. The pre-deployments won't happen, so even the snipers and spotters all have to come on first turn if we want them to. But what we will also play is the spotters for the mortars will come on the first move with the mortars, and they'll actually be part of the same move. So there we go, that's the scenario we're going to play for today. Let's put the dice in the bag and see what happens. Okay, turn one, the dice are in the bag. Olaf's going to give them a shake and pull out, see who goes first.
It will be the South Africans.
Yes, well, I'm not surprised. 13 to 8 in the dice bag, and it is exactly that, the South Africans first. Okay, there we go. First up, the Commonwealth have run on 12 inches. That's the first dice and the first unit on the bag, on the table. Next dice, please. Okay, German had the next dice. I've just put my mortar behind the building there and put the spotter over here. He's in the open, but he's got a good view across the battlefield. Let's see who's next. Okay, so next dice was the Commonwealth and the South Africans, and they have just run their medium machine gun on. There we go. Okay, and Olaf's just brought another unit of the South African Commonwealth in, so he's starting to dominate the field. Let's see who's next.
Another South African.
Right, let's see who he brings that on. Okay, there we go. Olaf has brought his sniper on, and he's just hiding behind the building there. He's coming out a run, ready to shoot some Germans. Right, there we go. I've just brought my first squad on, and they've just come in at a run to try and get a decent position in the middle of the field. There we go. I've just brought my sniper on, but I've put him behind the hill, so I'm away from your sniper, so we don't quite have a sniper duel. But there we go. So I'm a little bit in the open there if you bring your tank or something down the road, but we shall see. Right, there we go. So it was my German army next, so I brought Grey Wolf in. He's just going to give some support to the centre of the field. There we go, so it's a British dice, and Olaf has brought on his tow along with his medium howitzer on the side of the board there. There we go, so Olaf has just put his Piat team in the middle of the field. Okay, so I've just advanced another squad on, but I am going to, with my LMG, open fire on your Piat team, see if they're in range. So let's have a look and see if I can, it's going to be 7s probably. Okay, so the LMG's in range, but it's going to be movement 4, long range 5, soft cover 6, small team 7s. So, German LMG, 5 shots needing 7s. Nothing. Okay, there we go. Olaf's just put another squad on, running alongside the artillery to give it some support. Okay, next dice. Okay, there we go. I've just run my pioneers on the right flank. Not much left for me, so most of them should be yours now, I think I've got 2 units left.
South African.
Okay, let's see what Olaf brings on. There we go, so Olaf's brought on the artillery observer and placed him on the side of the board, overlooking the whole terrain.
South African again. And he's going to go... Actually, no. Over there.
There we go, so Olaf's just brought on his mortar and the spotter. Okay, there we go, Olaf's just brought his transport with Bear in, so the officer team are in there, but he's just positioned it behind the hill there. Okay, I've just run my Piat team on next to Grey Wolf, so they're in a good position, looking for where the tank comes on. So, there's only 1 German dice left, and I think you've got a couple, haven't you?
Yep.
So it should be Commonwealth.
Commonwealth, yes. Okay,
so Bear is just going down in the Jeep. There we go, so Olaf's unlimbering his artillery.
Under what do they...
There we go, so Olaf's medium howitzer has got a very dominating view down the road. Okay, Germans have come out, so I've just positioned my tank in the field here, and I'm going to open fire on his artillery, and then with a machine gun on your infantry. Okay, so the main gun is just going to be movement 4, so let's see, and I get a 3, so I'll just put a template next to it. And then the medium machine gun is probably long range, so it's going to be movement 4, long range 5 on the infantry on the side there. So 6 dice needing 5s, 3 hits, that's a pin at least.
Only if I roll...
Okay, so let's, they're regular, aren't they? So let's try and kill some. So it's 2 dead. Let's see if they're going to be anyone special. No, so it's 2 dead, and then you're going to roll with your special rule to see if you actually take the pin or not. So 4. Is that you avoid the pin?
4 is no pin.
So 2 dead, but no pin. Olaf's just bringing his tank in there. Take a shot. But I do have soft cover from the trees, so it's going to be movement 4, soft cover 5. And you get it. Okay, so +5 on your cannon, so a 1 is not going to do it. So I'm 9, you're 5, so forward glance, 5 would penetrate, but I do take a pin. Okay, that's the end of turn 1. Let's collect the dice up. There's no casualties, but you have got a pin on me, so technically you're winning.
There's 2 casualties here.
Ah, yes, sorry, I forgot because there's no pin on them. I couldn't see it. There we go. So let's collect the dice up and start the next turn. Okay, turn 2, and as part of Olaf's move, his artillery observer at the end placed it there. So we're just going to roll to see what happens. Okay, so let's resolve your artillery strike. So a 4, fire for effect. Roll 1d6 +6.
7.
Okay, so let's work out the target area. There we go. So we just measured 7 inches, and the only squad is this squad that's in range. So roll a dice to see what happens to them. And of course you get a 6. So if you get the template, it's a 4-inch template. There we go. So I've gone down. Looking at the template, it's 7 that Olaf can hit. So it's going to be half rounded up. So that's going to be 4. And because it's a 4-inch template, that's got penetration value of +4. So it's going to be anything but a 1. 4 dead straight away from my unit. And I'm going to roll for pins as well.
Absolutely.
D6. 3 pins and 4 dead. Okay, Olaf's dice again. He's getting all the luck here, and he's going to fire on the tank. So it's just going to be soft cover. So you're going to need a 4. And you get 2. Oh, I needed that.
Yeah.
Let's just put his artillery on ambush, covering the road and my advance from the tank. Right, it's German dice, and I'm going to fire my mortar, and I'm going to fire them at your squad over there. I can see them through my spotter, so I'm going to need a 6. Yes, I get a 6. And they're regular, aren't they?
Yep.
There we go. So Olaf's just going to go down, which we both agreed will be fine. So that's going to be 5 ordinarily, but we're going to then make it so halves the hits because he's gone down, but rounded up. So it's going to be 3. And they're regular. There we go. Okay, so that's 3 dead, and then I'm just going to roll for pins. So it's a 2, which is 1 pin. Okay, so that's your mortar spotter, and who are you aiming for? Grey Wolf.
Yeah.
So just needing a 6.
Where are we at? 4, isn't it? Yeah.
5.
Plus 6 inches.
Okay. Make it up to the cover, can't you?
Yep.
You move the tree out of the way if you want to make it easier. Yeah. And there we go. The Commonwealth Army have moved up to take position behind the fence. Okay, so Olaf's got the next dice and he's running his infantry forward. Okay, so the medium machine gun's going to fire at the sniper here. It's going to be long range, soft cover, small team. So 5 shots needing 6s.
Oh,
Nope.
Nothing.
But if you could have got a pin on me, that all helps, doesn't it? Or even killed me. Okay, German dice. I am going to run the Piet team. There we go. And the Piet team have just managed to run to the road here to try and put themselves somewhere over towards Olaf's armour.
Okay, well, pivot. And there, which is 8. Pivot. And 4 puts him there.
Very good. So next dice.
And that is going to be
There we go. So Olaf had the dice and he's just gone down with a Jeep. So let's see who's going to be next.
South African again. Not good. Not good.
Well, you've still
at
got your
all.
officer in the Jeep.
Yeah.
They can go down, can't they? Or they can get out. They can do what you want.
No, he's going to go down where he is.
Okay, so the officer going down. There we go. So Olaf's just advanced, running his forward observer and assistance behind the cover of the building. Good. So there aren't many dice left, are there? What have you got? Piet. I've got a couple of units left. German, right. So
Yeah.
let's.
4 German and 2 South.
So I am actually going to fire my sniper at your medium machine gun.
Of course you are.
And that just needs a 3 because it ignores cover and long range. So needing a 3, and I get a 6. It's regular. So I need a 4, and I killed it.
Yikes.
Right, it's German, so I'm going to activate my tank. He does have a pin. He is regular, so I need 8 or less. And I get 3, so that pin comes off. And let's have a work out what I'm going to do. Okay, so first up, I'm just going to open fire with my medium machine gun into these guys. I've got 6 shots, just needing 3s. Oh, and of course, so it's only 2 hits. So let's see if I get any casualties. 1 casualty, and do I get a pin? Because I've got their special rule, haven't they?
They do. Anything that is non-artillery, non-HE. They do take the pin.
Good. That's 1 dead, 1 pin. Now I'm going to fire my main gun at your tank, which is soft cover. So it's just going to be a 4, and I get a 3. So we're exchanging fire, but not going anywhere. Okay, German dice, and I'm just going to fire with these guys here at your Piet team again, which is going to be long range, soft cover, small team. So this time just 6s. So 5 shots, needing 6s. Got to roll it in. So 1 hit at least. So 1 hit. There's a pin, but just a pin.
Maybe not.
Is that all your whole army, is it? Is
Yeah.
that rule? Okay.
Paid for it. No pin.
No pin. So it wasn't even worth the shot.
No, everything is worth a shot.
Okay, so my LMG is just going to open fire on his squad that are down over there. So it's going to be long range and down, which is going to be 6s. 5 shots needing 6s. 1 hit, so that's possibly a pin. And a dead. So do you want to roll your dice for your pin? And they save it. But it is another dead.
My Piet this way as well.
Yep, see Piet hiding behind the building as well. Coming after my tank. 1 dice each left, that's your sniper and my Grey Wolf, so it's your sniper. He's hidden here, isn't he? So.
Yeah. He's basically going to go down as well.
Okay. And then the last one is just Grey Wolf. Okay, so Grey Wolf is just going to move across to here. Still give support to these guys, but I'm going to lose the ranged in marker, so he's just there. So there we go, that's the end of turn 2. Okay, turn 3, everything to play for. Who is going to get the first dice out of the bag? That's going to give it a shake, and we're going to see, will it be Germans or will it be the South Africans?
It's the
Germans. I'm going to fire my tank.
No surprise.
And I'm just going to do the same as before. So I'm going to do the medium machine gun on your infantry, And actually, I'm going to do the medium machine gun on your artillery. We'll do it. Okay, so needing a 4 to hit your tank. How to get a 4? So your armour is at 9 on the front. I'm +6, so 3 to glance. I've got a 4. Okay, so let's roll for the damage. And I get a 2, which is immobilised. So an additional pin marker, and the vehicle cannot move for the rest of the game. If it's already taken an action this turn, flip it to the order to down. And roll for turret jam.
And use that as a marker for immobilised.
Yep.
And you said a pin as well, wasn't it?
Okay, so his turret remains fine. So he's got 2 pins, and he is immobilised. Okay, so we've just checked, and I am in the side arc, so he's not going to get the gun shield, but there's also no cover as well. So it's just going to be 6 shots long range, hitting on his artillery. So 2 hits, so at least is a pin. And do I kill anyone? No.
Maybe a pin.
Maybe a pin.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, next dice out is Olaf's tank, and he is going to take an order test, and then he's hopefully going to fail and not fire back. Yes, you pass, so you're down to 1 pin. So that's going to be soft cover and a pin. You're going to 5. I presume you're firing at my tank.
Of course. Who else would I be firing at?
6, you hit, so you've got +5, my armor's 9, so 4 will glance, 5 pen.
Sounds right.
So it's just a pin. So that goes back on again. Crikey. And I don't think there's anything in range for your machine guns.
Talk about seesaw. No.
Okay, German dice. I'm going to fire my mortar. Do you want to go down?
Who are you firing it at?
The guys I'm ranged in at.
Oh, yes, obviously.
So they're going to go down. So I would normally hit all 4 of those, I would imagine, with a 2-inch template. So let's roll to see if I get 1, because that would be a miss, but I do hit on a 5. So now it would ordinarily be 4, down to 2, because they've gone down, needing anything but a 1. And I do get 1. So that's 1 dead, and 2 pins.
Now,
So your mortar, who are you going to fire at them?
where he's sitting, the only ones you can really see is that lot over there, potentially, or your spotter, who's not really worthwhile doing anything, because those guys
Don't forget you got your spotter on the top of the hill there, so
Yes.
if he can see stuff.
Well, you can see potentially your. Oh, hang on. You can just make up those sappers over there. There's a line through. You can see through the trees, which would basically give them line of sight. So yeah, why not? Let's take a pot shot at those guys. Be
Okay,
rude not
so
to.
needing a 6. And we know how your roll's gone on the last lot. Well, that was your bombardment, wasn't it? 2. So let's put a range in a marker. There we go. I'm probably not going to stay there, but it's worth the ranging in. Next dice.
German.
Okay, I'm just going to rally these guys here with the 3 pins on them. So they're normally veteran, which is 10, and it goes on the standard, the base. So 7, yep, so it's D6 plus 1. So it's 2 pins, they've still got 1. They were on 3.
Pesky.
Yes, but they rallied.
This unit is going to take a pot shot at your Panzerschreck over there.
Yeah.
My brain will have a line of sight.
So it's whether half of your squad can see more than half of my squad.
Well, I've got a choice of either that or that.
Okay, so because of the hill, Olaf, he hasn't measured, so he's just going to change the target, and he's going to go for my Gebirgsager here that have a pin. They've just rallied, but they've still got pins, so he's hopefully going to put some more on. So it's likely to be soft cover, isn't it, because of the...
Pretty much, yeah. It is soft cover.
So we'll work out the dice and work out what he needs and we'll be back. Okay, so we just measured the range and the first 4 guys are in range, but it's going to be long range. So it's long range for soft cover 5s.
And that's 2 rifles and 4 from the LMG.
Yep. 2 hits. So that pin goes back on. And now you need 5s to kill. So just a pin. Okay, who's next?
Germans.
Germans, right. Let's work out what I'm going to do. Okay, I am going to move this squad up. Okay, so I've just run my pioneers across the field, hopefully to try and be... So his line of sight is across his troops there, so we shall see. Okay, next dice. Okay, so I'm just going to advance Grey Wolf back to there. Okay.
Swivel about on the spot.
So you need to pass your test because you've got a pin. So I think Olaf is thinking of turning around to face my tank. 9. It's regular, isn't it, with a pin? So that goes down, which could have just saved my German bacon. Because otherwise I'd have your tank and your artillery firing at me. So that saved me a little bit. So your first bit of bad luck.
Yep.
But you're still in a good position if you need to fire next go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, German dice, and I'm just going to move this squad around this side of the hill so I can see if I can open fire on your unit on the hill. Okay, so I'm just going to look. I want to shoot at the guys on the hill. I think you're pretty much in the open now because half of my squad. Yeah, so it's probably just going to be movement for. Might be long range. Well, it will be long range, but it's whether I'm in range for the LMG. Okay, so the LMG is in range, but it is going to be long range movement, long range, needing 5s. 1 hit, so potentially a pin, and that's it, so potentially a pin.
3 is taken.
Yeah, I think it is. So you do get the pin.
And Piat
Yes.
to there, which is not ideal.
But I see what you got. So pivot and move. Very good. And that's got your officer in, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, German dice. I'm just going to help my pioneers out, hopefully. So my sniper can see your jeep up on the hill there. I know it's not very easy through here, but it's just up there. He ignores cover anyway, so as long as I can, as long as it's visible. Where is it? Right, so just checking. So go between the trees. Yeah, I think because the order dice was there, I couldn't see it, but actually, I can see a jeep. It's unlikely to destroy it, but it might give it a pin.
Okay.
Yes, now I'm there, I can see. Okay, so to hit the jeep, I need a 3, and after all that, I get a 1.
Hallelujah. The people who dared to take a shoot at them.
Yep.
Which is basically going to be an LMG and
So you need to pass
3
your order
rifles.
test first.
Yep.
There we go. So you're going to open fire on my unit there. Nicely huddled for you, but it's only the LMG that's in range. So, but you do have to pass your test first, which you do. 7, 8, 9 just. So you got a pin, so it's going to be pin 4, long range 5.
And
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, so your 4 observers, now 3-man squad, are running. Put the pressure on. Okay, so Baron, his assistants are jumping out.
And they're going to take some pot shots. And
Okay.
those
Are
guys
they
down there.
armed as...
As seen.
Okay. You might want to move your pistol because he's got 6-inch range, isn't he? So that puts him out of range.
That should be near enough.
Okay, so the pistol is movement. No, so yeah, so you've got a 6 you've hit, and then you've got 2 rifles, something which will be movements, and that's it. Because it'll be normal range. So 2 rifles, miss. So you've got your pistol that's hit. So now you just need to kill on a 5. No, but you do give me a pin.
Yep. Not go down, travel to behind the building.
Advance behind the building. And then I think we've got 1 each left, is that right?
Correct.
So it's either your sniper or my Panzerschreck.
Your Panzerschreck.
Okay, I'm going to advance the Panzerschreck 6 inches, which takes me to there. And I'm going to fire at your Jeep.
Okay.
So let's measure it. Okay, so it's going to be movement 4, long range 5, and soft cover from the tree 6. So can I one shot a 6? No. But there we go. And now, last dice is your sniper.
Who's going to take a pot shot at your Panzerschreck?
Can you see him though? Because he's behind the building,
Oh, that's...
which is why I moved. I know you might move out, but yeah, I think that's behind. There we go, last dice, and Olaf has just moved his sniper out, so he's got a bit of advantage across here. There we go. Let's collect up the dice and see what happens. Okay, turn 4, dice are in the bag. Still everything to play for. Who is going to get the first dice?
I have a feeling this could be decisive. South African.
Do you know what you're going to do?
Ooh.
You've got a few options.
I think my first option is going to be over there. Fire. I'd be an idiot not to, because if I don't, your Pioneer team is going to do their...
Okay. Okay, so first dice out of the bag, and Olaf is going to use his officer team. And what are you going to do? Just shoot?
Yeah.
So there we go. So
No movement this time.
No, so you've got pistol, which is long range and point blank. Because it's just within 6, isn't it?
Yep.
So that's gonna. So they're all going to be 3s, aren't they? Because the others are not point blank, but they're not long range either. So 3 shots needing 3s. 3 hits, needing 5s. So just a pin, but that could be enough.
Pin is
Puts
a
me
pin.
on 2.
Pin is a pin is a pin.
Pinning is winning. There you go. 2 pins. Okay, German next dice. I'm going to do a fire order with my tank. And the first thing I'm going to do is do a shot on your tank and the machine gun into your artillery. Maybe. Yes. So, because I've got the sides, so the first shot is on your tank, just needing to pass my morale check. 1 pin. 7, that's gone. So now I just need a 4 to hit you because of the soft cover. 2, I miss, isn't that typical? And then I've got 6 shots into your artillery. So just needing 3s. That's a cork, and that's 2 gone. So that's 4 hits. And they're regular, aren't they?
Yep.
So that's 2 dead. And a pin and a morale check.
Okay.
But it might not be a pin. That's
It's not
good,
a pin.
not a pin, but you do have 2 dead.
Yep.
And that's half your squad, isn't it, gone?
Correct.
Oh, rolled a 10, so there you go.
Oh dear.
So that didn't kill it, I got the desired effect. Okay, so the Sherman has got a pin. Needs to do a morale check. Needs to pass that, get that pin off. 9, fails.
Damn.
He can't go back though because he's immobilised. So
Correct.
ordinarily you'd go back, but you don't. You stay where you are. You just go down.
It's literally was always without.
Okay, so your squad is going to open fire. They do have. Is it just 1 pin?
1 pin.
Okay, so you just need to pass that. Eight or less. Yep, so that pin comes off, and it's only your LMG that was in range with it. So 4 shots needing 4s. 3 hits, so that's at least a pin. I need him 5s. Oh, roll that 6 again.
Nope.
So 1 dead. There you go, so 1 dead and a pin. Okay, so your mortar's going to attempt to fire at those, so you need a 6.
Those guys.
Drum roll. I'm going to put a ranging in marker on.
Almost.
Okay, next dice.
German.
German, right. So with the German dice, I'm going to advance my Panzerschreck team. Should be able to get to there. And I'm going to fire my Panzerschreck at your Jeep. So if you can just measure, in case it's outside of 12. Probably is.
That's 12.
Oh, so I see, so it's just movement 4, sorry.
Yep.
Movement 4, and I miss.
We'd like to hear that.
You.
So, yes, we
Okay, so your sniper's going to have a go at Grey Wolf, and just about on offer there, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
And Grey Wolf survives another day because we've just measured it and it's 37 inches, so shy by an inch, and that's probably just safe for Grey Wolf. Okay, next dice. Okay, I'm going to run Grey Wolf, and he is going to go 12 inches across to here. There we go, he's just ended up between them. Next dice. Okay, German, so I'm going to try to activate this team here. They do have 2 pins, but they are veterans, so 8 or less, and they go down. Okay, next dice. Okay, Olaf's going to attempt to activate those guys with 3 pins. I did forget about them because my mortar's ranged in, so it's absolutely the right thing to do. But you do have to take a test, and your officer is outside 6.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So normally 9, 3 pins, so it's a 6 or less. 6, so you pass.
Nice. I'm going to do 2 things. Move to get out of the mortar range, and fire those guys there.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so they've advanced to there. So you've got 2 pins, plus you've got movement, so your SMG won't get movement, but it will have long range. So you're looking at movement or long range. Well, let's work it out and come back. Okay, so the SMG is going to be long range, but the others have got, so the LMG has got movement. He does have 2 pins, so it's movement or long range 4, 2 pins 6, and soft cover makes it 7s. So 6 shots and even 7s.
No, 5 shots.
You got an SMG and 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
So it's 1 possible. Okay, you just need a 6 again. Good try.
Close.
Okay, Olaf's going to run his Piet. And there we go. So Olaf's Piet team have just run as fast as they can. Try and get to my tank.
And South African again.
Yeah.
Damn, that leaves all the German stuff for us, which is really horrible. We need a bit of movement to bring more of them in range.
Okay.
And then a fire at that lot over there.
Yep. There you go, so you just moved them up. So now you're going to fire, are you?
Correct.
So you've got movement, long range, soft cover. It's going to be at least 6s, isn't it? Long, yeah, movement 4, long range 5, soft cover 6s, and it just check what's in range. Okay, so Olaf's got his dice in his hand. It's going to be movement 4, long range 5, soft cover 6s.
4 rifles and 1 LMG.
6s. 3. Yeah, so that's a hit, or 3 hits. And you need 5s to wound, but they get the pins going back up again. Oh, unlucky, but it's another pin. Oh, and they're down, so actually you would have needed another 6 to hit because it would take up to 7s. So
yeah,
we'll say it's no pin if you want. Or
yeah, works for me.
immediate hazard, pivot, and go back to where it was
So you need to have
previously.
it going straight back because the 180 is 2 pivots. But that's good. You're out of the way of my troops. Next dice.
German.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to activate my pioneers. They have 2 pins, but they do have an officer. They're normally 10, down to an 8 for 2 pins, but they have an officer, so 9. I get 9, so I lose a pin. And I'm going to assault your officer team.
Of course you are. It would be rude not to.
It would be rude not to, and we know you're within 6, so you don't get reactionary fire. You've already been anyway, so there's no defence, so I get to go first. Okay, so I've just decided to assault Olaf, and his South Africans have got quick reaction rule, which means they ignore the surprise attack. And we're just debating that actually because he's already gone, he doesn't get to react anyway, which is how I read it. Because if ordinarily, if that dice wasn't there, I would get the surprise attack, because although you haven't been, ordinarily if you haven't been, you get to have the sort of response, the retaliation to my charge. But that is always cancelled if it's within 6, so you get the surprise charge. So for me, I think that the surprise charge is if you haven't already been, because you've already been, you've kind of already shot.
Yeah.
And actually my then reaction is I'm charging in, so I don't think you get to ignore my, because it's not a surprise rule. I'm doing it as an assault, having already taken shots from you.
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm also going to play the devil's advocate on this. The rule says ignore.
And I agree, ignore the surprise rule, but I'm not using the surprise rule because ordinarily the surprise rule is within 6. Ignore that, you've already been, so you don't get reactionary fire, is what I'm using.
We'll go with that. However, if anyone has any interest in clarifying the rule, particularly the guys who wrote it.
If I've got it wrong, please let me know, but I don't think I'm using the surprise rule. Okay, so the 6 SMGs needing 4s, and yeah, that kills them. So I've got 4 hits then, and I've also got to re-roll those 4, so that's them dead. I then get to reconsolidate 2 inches. So sorry, Bear, you're dead. But then the importance of the 2 inches is I'm going to move towards your Jeep. Okay, so my pioneers have just moved 2 inches towards the Jeep, but that probably means I'm closer than anyone you've got, which means that dice comes off as well. Okay, Olaf's just put that squad down.
And it's my last one. He's also going to go down.
And that's your toe, yeah, I don't blame you.
And that's the last 3 are the Germans.
Okay, so let's work out what I'm going to do. Let's say to start with, I'm going to fire my mortar at your infantry squad there.
Can you see them?
I've got a guy over here.
Oh.
But the spotter can see them. Okay, needing a 6. No, just a 4. Ranged in marker. So next along the line is this squad here. They've got 1 pin. So let's take that pin off. Hopefully. Oh, foobar. Have you got the foobar chart?
I do.
I've got a 4. I think they're likely to go down or move back. 4.
If an order test roll comes up on 2 6s, then not only is the order not given, but the player must immediately roll on the chart below. And what was
4.
the other? 4 is panic. The unit executes a run order and must move as fast as possible away from the closest visible enemy unit.
So that's the closest visible enemy, which has
Yep.
just saved your peak team, because that's what I was going to go after. And a run order away would literally take me to the edge of the board, wouldn't it, like this? There we go. So they have just run as far as they can backwards against those, and it just puts them on the board edge. Last dice is me, and I'm just going to move my sniper team up to here, and then they're just going to take 2 regular rifle shots at your Piat team. So it's going to be movement 4, long range 5, small team 6s. So 2 dice, 1 hit. You might get a pin, you might not. So it's just whether you get a pin or not. Nope, you don't. Excellent.
That's
So that is the end of the turn. Okay, turn 5, and the Germans are making a push on this side. The British are making, well, South African are making a push on this side. Everything to play for. Who's going to get the first dice?
South Africa.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Piat's going to take a pot shot at...
Okay.
that fellow there. Line of sight is not a problem. Distance,
12 inches.
just.
Yep. So it's going to be long range. It's needing a 4. And you get it. So Piat, is that +6?
If I remember correctly, yes.
On my front armour, which is 9.
Piat is... that's +5.
Okay, so 4 for a glance. Yep, so you penetrate.
And that gives us...
So 4, 5, 6 will destroy it. But then you got
damage results. No, it's
2. So same as you, is probably immobilised.
damage value totals.
There we go, so I've got 2 pins and the one on there just says I'm immobilised. So good shot from the Piat team. Okay, the Sherman is going to take a shot.
First I've got to remove the pin, hopefully.
Indeed. 7, yes,
which
he
is
does.
good enough. And that's a 4, isn't it?
Yes, because it's just going to be soft cover. Yes, you get it. So, yes, you penetrate. 3. So that is
Up 1 on the previous.
on fire. +1 pin marker. The American make a morale check. If it fails, the vehicle's knocked out. There we go. So +1. So 1 to hit and +1. So he's now on 4. He's regular, which is normally a 9. So I need 5 or less. So he's knocked out. So that is the tank gone. And there we go. That's a dice out the bag for the South Africans.
Across to there.
Yep.
And then take a pot shot at... that's more likely to be a problem. Yeah, well, they're going to move. Let's start with that.
There we go. So we can remove the ranged in marker. And then who are you going to fire at, the Piat or Grey Wolf?
I think firing at Grey Wolf is probably a slightly better option.
Yes.
No, hang on.
They're
There's
both
no real
14.
difference.
No difference, it's just whether you can kill 1 or kill 2.
Well, if I can take a pot shot at Grey Wolf...
So you've got movement 4,
yeah, I'm going to go for
long
Grey
range
Wolf.
5, soft cover 6, small team 7s.
I'm going for Grey Wolf. Distance is the only factor that comes into play now. 16. Well, everything is within 20. The submachine gun's the only one that's not firing. So 4 and 4.
Okay, let's see what you get. 2 possibles. Yeah, so 2 possibles. Will this bode well for you or for me?
Not so good. But it had to be happened.
Yeah, could have been the dice.
Right. Next one up the bag. What a test works.
Yeah. So you're back up to 1 pin. They're regular, aren't they? So 10, they go down.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm going to advance my pioneers. So they do have a pin, but they are veteran. Okay, so I need 9 or less, and I get 6, so the pin's off. And I know not to assault you because you'll get reactionary fire. So I'm just going to advance and flamethrower you. Okay, so I've just removed the dice, and actually I'm pretty much point blank. So it's just going to be whether that flamethrower is within 3, which he is. So it's not long range. So it's going to be long range but point blank, so still a 3. Everyone else is going to be 2s because they're all within 6s. So let's work that out. You don't have a small team. So we'll start with...
3. Doesn't that count as a small team?
No, it's 2.
Oh.
So let's work out. I'll do the flamethrower first. Okay, so I start with the flamethrower. So as I say, I need a 3 because it's point blank, but also long range. Cancel each other out. So I get 6. Gets D6 hits. 6. So let's work out 6 dice. Okay, so it's +3 on the flamethrower, so it's going to be anything but a 1 because they're regular. Yeah, all 3 are dead. So that's another dice out of the bag, but that is them gone. Okay, Olaf's sniper is going to take a shot at my sniper here, just needing a 3.
Range-wise, we're talking 24.
Yeah, it's within range, it's got scope. So ignores everything apart from pins, but you miss.
No.
Pins and no assistant. Oh, maybe I can return fire. We'll see. Okay, Olaf's got the next dice, and he's going to move his forward observer, that's already 5, so now a 3-man team.
And as you can see, I have 2 submachine guns and a rifle there.
Yeah, so are you within 12? I presume you're firing at the sniper.
Of course I am. 12.
Yep. So it's 5 shots. You'll have long range or movement. Small team. So 5s. 1 hit. 6. Roll that 6 again in case you get the sniper.
2, no.
So his assistant's gone, which is what you wanted. Well, you wanted to kill him, but that's the next best
In
thing.
an ideal world, kill would have been there, but
So he's got a pin and his assistant's gone, so he's firing at -1. Okay, so I'm going to activate my sniper. He's veteran, but he does have a pin. Oh, I needed to take a morale check as well for half the squad. So he's gone.
Fubar.
He's gone because I should have taken a morale check for losing half the team. Okay, I'm going to advance this squad here. They do have a pin. Last time they foobarred and ran away. So the veteran with 1 pin, 9 or less. 8. So the pin goes, and I am going to advance them up this way slightly. Okay, so I've just advanced my squad here, and I'm going to open fire on your troops there. But they are pretty much in the open now, so it's going to be movement, long range. But we'll measure anyway because the riflesmen might be out. Okay, so the LMG and rifles needing 5s because it's movement, long range, and I've got 11 shots. So that is 4 hits. That's possibly a pin. Let's see if I can kill anyone. 3 dead. So yeah, so 3 dead. 4 dead, sorry. Because that was a 6, wasn't it? 4 dead and possibly a pin. Yes. And that's half your squad. So they're regular, normally 9, down to an 8, 7, so they're still there. Just 4 dead.
They're coming on next.
Yeah, Olaf's got the next dice, and while he can, he's going to fire. Are you sure you want to shoot them?
It's a 50-50 with a mortar, with a 6 on anything, isn't it, really?
It's whether you're within 12, because it's got a minimum range that it can't shoot within.
I was just thinking that in terms of... I'm going to take a pot shot at...
It's the only, I mean, you can fire at them, but if you're within 12, you lose your shot.
No, I'm going to fire at Wolf. Grey Wolf.
Okay. So you need a 6. And you get it. I was about to say I'll go down, but that's fine. So he's veteran 5, so anything but a 1, yes, he's gone. So that's a dice out of the bag, and poor old Grey Wolf is dead.
It's revenge for the bear.
Yeah, so both the patrons are dead. Okay, so that's your truck.
That's so annoying that these things are so useless.
And then are they...
with your 3.
3, okay, so... Let's have a work out what I'm going to do.
It's gone because they moved.
Right, I'm going to fire my mortar again, and I do have my spotter over here who is going to fire back at that unit that moved, and he can just about see them over there. But it's going to be a 6, so let's see what I get. 1, 6 would be good. No, 4. Okay, next up I'm going to advance this unit. They do have 2 pins, so they're veteran, so it's normally a 10 down to an 8. And I get 8, so that's 1 pin off. And I'm just going to advance those up slightly. Or do I? Right, so I'm actually just going to fire because Olaf will have the soft cover anyway, and I'll put myself on offer from the sniper, although I probably am. But if I move, it's an extra penalty, so it's likely to be long range or movement, so it's going to be neither here nor there. But actually, that'll probably put me on offer for your machine guns from your tank, which is immobilised. So I'm just going to fire from here after all that. Okay, so I've got the LMG, which is just going to be soft cover, because it's just within the half range. Needing 4, so that's 2 hits. And then the rifles needing 5s, because it's long range and soft cover. 2 more, so that's a pin, possibly. And let's see if I can get some kills. So that's 2 dead. So do you take the pin? Let's roll that 6 again. Nope, so it's 2 dead. No, you don't take the pin, but you've got 1 pin and 2 dead, so you need to take another test. So will you stay? Oh, they've gone.
Oh dear.
And that could possibly have just stopped you pulling back. Okay, last up is a Panzerschreck, and I'm going to advance him 6 inches. And I'm going to do a Hail Mary. So he should get to about there. And I'm going to fire, if it's within 24, at your mortar team. You do the honours. There's going to be movement, long range, soft cover.
Yep.
So needing a 6. No. So there we go. At the moment it's 6-3. Okay, turn 6. Dice are in the bag. Seems the Germans have managed to pretty much take this flank, but the Commonwealth have managed to take this flank. So let's see who's going to get the first dice and what's going to happen. Okay, so first up, I am going to advance this unit. I did think about assaulting the mortar. It should be within 12, but if I only get a 1 reactionary fire, the tank doesn't have turret jam, so he could turn around and might be able to do some damage. So I'm just going to move 6 inches up, and the frontist man gets to there, and I'll move the rest up. Right, okay, so I've advanced up with my pioneers, and I'm going to open fire, but the first thing I'm going to do is flamethrower. Okay, so the flamethrower is going to be movement 4, long range 5. Nope. Does it run out of fuel? No. So then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SMGs and an LMG. So let's work out those shots. Okay, so I've got 2 SMGs that are still movement, so still 3, but they are point blank, which makes it a 2. So I missed on 2, which is typical. And then these SMG shots are going to be, so still movement 3, but it is long range, because they're outside of 6, 4. So some more misses there.
The soft cover from the trees doesn't count, does it? No.
Well, it's only if half your squad, so I don't really think it would, because I'm kind of in it.
Okay, just checking.
And then I've got, so that's those, and then I've got an LMG, which is 5 shots, which will be movement 4. Just movement 4, 2 hits, and then it's regular, isn't it? 4. Yeah, so that's 4 kills.
Yep. And provided they can see something, take a pot shot at it.
Yeah.
Let's just move.
You should be. The trees are all quite sparse, aren't they? So you should be able to shoot through them without hindrance. And what have we got? 2 SMGs and a rifle. So who are you going to shoot at? It might just be one rifle shot.
Probably going to be, and it's going to be. Oh, since it's only a rifle shot, I'm going to take a pot shot at.
Well, it's whether it's in 12. If you're within 12, then you can get it, but it looks pretty close.
No, you know what? The rifle's going to take a pot shot at the Panzerschreck over there.
Yeah, it's worth a shot, isn't it? Because if you're
Yeah,
lucky. So movement 4, is it within 24?
Oh crap! No.
Just measure to see if this was within 12. Yeah, that was out as well. It did look. But you know what? That could have been a lucky shot because if you'd have got.
What did I do with the dice?
Okay, so
Oh, I didn't draw it. Sorry, I didn't draw the dice.
So we're just debating whether the Sherman
And
could turn its turret and fire at these guys here because I think one guy's just put himself on offer. So Olaf is going to take a shot, but I do get hard cover from the hill. So is it long range?
It's guaranteed to be long range. I mean, that is 39.
Okay, and is that a pin you got?
Yep.
Oh no, foobar. So if you roll a dice, I'll tell you what it is.
That was one dice, wasn't it? For the result of the foobar.
Yes, so 1 or 2 is friendly fire, 4, 5 or 6 pretty much don't do anything. Yeah, so that's fine. So 5 is panic. So you execute a run order, but you can't because you are immobilized. So essentially you're just going to go down. So you can no longer move. So it could have been worse. I could have had your sniper there or one of your other squads. That could have been awful,
Really
couldn't it?
awful. Okay. Shuffle across this way.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really matter. I've done the bit. Because this is the last one.
Yeah.
You?
And to be honest, I don't think there's really much I'm going to do. I mean, I know they're not within 12, so I'd have to. I can't assault you. You get reaction fire anyway, so maybe I'll just open fire with these guys here.
At who?
Your guys, you moved up on the hill.
Oh, then.
And they're right between the trees, so let's work out.
So
What
just
just worked out. I've got 9 shots at the team up there, but it's just going to be long range because of the elevated position and the position of the trees. So, fairly good there. So now they're regular, aren't they? So
Yep.
needing 4. 2 dead and possibly a pin.
I'm just going to steal your.
No pin?
No pin.
But 2 dead. And then you need to take a morale check. 8. So they're fine because they're regular, aren't they?
Yep.
That's good. Saved you losing the dice.
But it's another unit that's basically useless. South Africans.
Can your sniper see? I guess it would have been good to have
That's
put a
the
pin on
problem.
these to start with, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the problem because the sniper from where he is can't see the least squads.
Yeah.
No. Not that I can see.
Okay, so the sniper's just going to stay there. He's got nothing to shoot at. So I've got my Piat team who is going to do an advance order. If you could just measure 6 as far as I can up to sort of here. So if I go around to here is best. And then can you just measure to your truck? See if it's within 24. Your toe.
27.
Ah, so there we go.
26 and a bit.
So out of range. I was going to try and be cheeky.
Cheeky?
Yeah, I know.
German.
Again? Okay, so you've got a squad there left, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to be cheeky because I think that's my last dice. Oh no, I've got mortar, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what my mortar can see. Okay, so my mortar again is going to use the spotter from here, and he can just see one guy through the trees over there. So he's going to get the mortar to have a shot, and it's going to need a 6. You're trying to get it now.
No.
I'm really sorry, but right, so it's the 2-inch template. Okay, so that's 4. So it's going to be anything but a 1 because they're regular, aren't they? That's 3 dead. And because it's HE, you take the pins. Yeah. So it's D3. So that's just another pin. But then you have to do a check because it's more than half the squad gone. But they're fine. How lucky is
3,
that?
wasn't it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That was tough. Okay, so Olaf's going to attempt to yeah.
Fine,
So you
that's
pass your check. So down to 1 pin.
Yeah.
You're going for the Panzer trick, are you? Are they within 30 inches? They might be outside of it.
The closer I get, the better I am. 6 inches. What did we say? 30. No, they're too far.
24 with rifle, yeah. The 30 was the 24 plus 6-inch movement.
Ah, okay, well, too far. Nothing I can hit from there anyway, so...
No, and I don't think there's a lot left, is there?
No, one of yours, one of mine.
And
Yours?
it's me. You've got your toe, haven't you?
Yeah.
So last dice of the bag, I'm just going to advance this unit here. Okay, so I've just advanced this unit here. They are going to open fire on your squad there, but because of the angle, you do get soft cover. So it's going to be movement.
Squad?
Yeah, sorry, there's...
Oh.
It's a guy on his own, so you're going to get a small team. So it's going to be movement 4, soft cover 5, small team 6. I don't think anyone's within 6 for point blank, are they? Okay, so these are my dice. I've got the LMG, rifles and SMG, all of them needing 6s because it's small team, soft cover and movement. 1. There's possibly a pin, not that it matters, and then no.
No pin.
No pin. So all of that firepower and nothing.
And last die is my toe, who's just going to stay...
Well, you should just pivot and run over to here.
Why?
I'm joking.
You're not going to do anything. I'm not that stupid. He's going to stay right
Yeah,
where
he doesn't
is.
need to do anything, does he?
Right.
Right.
That, I think, was the end of it.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the end of turn 6. We're pretty much going to call
7-3.
7-3. So that is a victory to the
for
Germans. Thank you very much.
No, thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did as well. I think let's have a quick debrief and see what we think. The biggest thing was around this tank battle. You mobilising your tank was a bit of a hindrance to you.
And losing the artillery so quickly as well.
Yeah, that was in a really good position for the road, which really hindered me trying to advance. But that also played that I kind of wanted to sit back and, unlike my usual style, let you come to me.
And that would have allowed me to push forward again with my
With
troops,
cover.
which is the opposite of what I normally do. Because I normally sit and wait for people to come to me.
Yes.
So if I'd been able to control the road with the artillery, I would have then casually been able to bring everything forward to that point and make sure you can't cross over to my side.
And actually, because you were going to pivot your artillery round, I think actually if you hadn't gone down, I think that would have paid because you'd have had the gun shield and you'd have been facing the right direction and you'd have taken my tank out anyway, but you'd have taken it out quicker without penalty on that. Because although you took my tank out, it did actually quite well with the machine guns to keeping you pinned down and immobilising the tank. But ultimately you lost because there was just too much firepower. I think you safely took this side, and then I think I safely took this side. So it's really a game of two halves, wasn't it? You pushed this way and I pushed that way, and we kind of swapped around.
I think the worst part for me is losing the tank and the artillery on this side, but the best part was the initial artillery strike and a couple of really good rolls at the beginning, which then just disappeared into thin air.
Because a lot of this is about luck, and I think absolutely at the beginning I thought, oh crikey, the luck is with you tonight, because straight away that strike.
13 order dice to your, what was it?
8. Yeah.
Numbers say I should have theoretically done a lot better.
Yeah, that's the thing with the veteran infantry though. It's like you think about the veteran pioneers, they are very, very sturdy. So they will stand a lot of firepower before they can't do anything. So, but all in all, good game.
Thoroughly enjoyable game, very nail-biting finish.
So what's interesting is we are going to do Battle of Monte Cassino sometime soon. So this is a prequel to it. The British are trying to push through to Monte Cassino. I think it's safe to say at this moment the Germans have managed to hold them back. But actually a future battle in Italy, we could look at doing the Battle of Monte Cassino. You've got Fallschirmjäger, we could put the Fallschirmjäger in there. And we could have the British assaulting, or the Canadians I should say, assaulting Monte Cassino. So that'd be interesting to see, the Commonwealth Army.
Do we have paratroopers?
British. Yes, I've got
Which
British
would be-
paratroopers.
Which could work quite well for Poles.
Yep.
Which would give us then paratroopers versus paratroopers and infantry versus infantry. So 500,
could be.
500.
Yeah, could be quite interesting. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you all again soon.